As we look at our starting lineups, Kelsey Mitchell, first team all WNBA a season ago for Indiana. And for Dallas, Arike. And here we go, the 2026 WNBA season on ABC is
on Caitlin Clark. Keep an eye on that one.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Jittering, taking a long two and burying it. Mitchell can't hit. Shepard the offensive rebound. Another chance for Dallas. Beckers connects on the three.
Dallas a season ago, one of the best.
With Clark. Here is Clark looking to shake Smith on the switch. Clark, step back, won't go. And Shepard. Good pace to this game early between Indiana and Dallas.
Both of these teams want to play fast.
The entry pass from Clark was a good one.
This is the thing, though. Players who wear masks, if they do well in them, they then become a little bit superstitious and wear them.
Clark lays it in. Kicks.
Caitlin Clark getting the ball on the move and able to use her quickness to her strong right side.
Agumbawale can't wedge it in there. It's slapped out of bounds, and it landed. They've struggled with it first few possessions here as Agumbawale takes advantage. And that is going to be an offensive foul on Clark. And Clark shot 13 free throws the other day in a preseason game. Shepard turns and lays it in. Nice move there from Jessica Shepard as Clark drops a dime in the lap of Hines. She said the number one thing on her mind was getting her speed back. Said that is the foundation of her confidence as a player. As Sims buries that speed of her first step again, and because of it, has her total confidence again. As Mitchell reverses it in on a dance to the... Helped lead Indiana to Game 5 of the semifinals against Vegas. Even with all the injuries the Fever were dealing with, is that's going to be an offensive foul.
Ending in two-man action with Paige Beckers and Odyssey Sims, her ability to pick and pop and slip screens as well.
Clark using that speed gets fouled on the drive, and Caitlin, his training techniques are the stuff of legend. He uses those different colored lasers and said she has already seen the difference that makes just in her process.
But if she's gotten even better, watch out.
Here's Beckers. Giving it up. Sims will try again. And hit. Odyssey Sims, who was
did that defense beautifully and then delivered it to Sims right when she was open.
13-10 Dallas. Mitchell off a gorgeous feed into the arms of Clark. Clark eyes up, finds Boston. Boston bodying baseline, turning, couldn't finish. Boston coming off a career season a year ago. Second team all WNBA. Here is Segrist, her three, won't go, and Hines out of the lane, probing, dishing. Mitchell will fire, no. Hines Allen on the offensive glass, puts it up for Indiana. Here is Agumbawale. Off to Segrist, little jumper is good. Can't knock it down. Boston flags it in. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell shovels it home off the window.
In transition off of every miss.
Mitchell with 8. She's 4 of 5 from the floor. Beckers mid-range. You know that's cash.
Players are...
Good pace early in this game. Dallas the 1-point advantage. Shepard on the keep, gets fouled by Hines.
Some of that will depend on how defenses are guarding her. Is it a very physical game? Are they picking her up 94 feet?
Good stuff, Hal. As Shepard goes 1 for 2. AZ Fudd into the game. Fudd knocks it away back door. Here's Isaiah James in her second year. Segrist in the corner. Rims out. Good job by Timpson. Shepard a factor defensively. Here's Isaiah James, finds Shepard all alone for the lay.
Fresh bodies on the floor, and already we're seeing...
Jittering behind Duntis. Mitchell plops it in off the window. It's so unorthodox the way she just kind of made all WNBA for the first time in her career last year. Segrist, another look from 3. That one is good. Johnson. Here's Raven Johnson, feeds Timpson. Timpson twisting, kicking, Duntis. She got it. It's like learning a completely different way to defend after last year what you could get away with. just night and day compared to the way it was called in the preseason, but the players are happy about it.
Yeah.
Here at Gamebridge as Raven scores the first point of her.
Really can disrupt things, in particular defensively, using her long arms to create problems, get steals,
Oh, Sims takes it away from Clark. Odyssey Sims will lay it in on the other end. Bench for Dallas. Lee Yaru sets the screen. Sims misses the lay, and that is going the other way. Is James off to Sims, another three. That one's off. Fudd the rebound and was out of bounds. It'll be further away from the hoop than she needed to. Here's James slicing in, left it short. Rebound deflects out, lasted Dallas. Indiana ball. Team shooting 50% from the floor. Clark on the drive, draws two, into the corner. Cunningham, connect! And a whistle underneath as Smith is going to get called for her third. Here's Clark guarded by Beckers. The handoff from Boston, the pocket pass back. Boston, she got it. Here's Beckers navigating the trap. Beckers using the size and the fed away by Fudd. Clark back to Boston. Will try again, not that time. Oh, Beckers couldn't handle and Boston cleans it up. Clark 3 from 3. Fudd, you bet. AZ Fudd with her. Clark driving it all the way down for the easy lay. Here's Agumbawale. Clark gets back to her. Agumbawale's step back is good.
That space going left on her step back.
Boston going one-on-one with Shepherd. Wow, how about that foot?
Leah Boston, as you see, just in terrific shape coming into this season.
Beckers flings it up and in. Difficult angle over Boston, and Beckers, your messaging to the group thus far here in game one.
You know, we just got to keep the pace, keep the pressure on. No easy catches for them. They're a very good, physical, fast team, and who
figured to start at the 4 for Indiana after her terrific season with the Valkyries. Not available today as Mitchell ringed in. Beckers comes back for the steal. She averaged over 1.5 per game last year. Agumbawale gets fouled. And
A long and very storied career in women's hoops, and this is another chapter he's starting today.
He also really knows restaurants. I mean, especially in the Tampa area. You need something, you go to Jose. Hull steps through, misses. Here comes Agumbawale pushing pace. Beautiful flick ahead, and Shepherd lays it in. Goal season for Enrique. Went to China, won a championship. Unrivaled one as Raven Johnson banks it in and got married.
Raven, but Enrique.
Yes. Clark's 3 is good. Each of the last 3 seasons, no other player in W history has done accumulating 3 times.
Way she can get out in transition. She's had the most points in transition each of the last.
Clark looking into Boston. What a feed, and Boston lays it in. Back for it. Clark is as well, and Dallas comes away with it. Agumbawale gets it ahead. Shepherd the finish and the foul. Jessica Mitchell with 15 points leads the way for Indiana. Neither team is led by more than 5. James buries the 3 and changes that. Boston at the line. 9 points in the quarter already.
Yes.
For the 3-time All-Star who doesn't get the role on 1,800 points, 700 rebounds, 300 assists over her first 3 seasons. The other, that's why she's got all those accolades emblazoned on the inside of her jacket she's wearing today. Agumbawale connects on a 3. Dallas on a 10-1 run as Boston hits that free throw.
And again, it's going to be a period, couple of years in terms of the physicality.
Boston, who dealt with a lower leg injury at the end of the unrivaled season, where she's played 12 in this first half. She has 12 points in this second quarter. James, you bet! Isaiah James in the corner with...
And we saw it a lot. And we're helping, and then Dallas making the appropriate pass out of it, why they had 16 assists.
The first three of 2026. Smith meets two, loses the ball, gets it back. Becker's a bomb. Short. Cunningham the box out. Knocked out of bounds by Smith. It'll be Indy. Mitchell behind the back. Boston looking. Clark thought about it. Hines Allen rumbling through, got denied. And Shepherd, a huge part of Minnesota's success over the last two seasons. As Agumbawale misses short, and it'll stay here. Cunningham called. Hand off Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane, can't pop it in. Boston flings it out. Clark a deep three. You bet! Here is Clark. Going back to work, draws the whistle against Smith. That'll be number 4 on Alana Smith. Caitlin was talking about that with us yesterday, saying she just absolutely loves playing with Paige. As Sims gets behind the back. Oh my! A nifty dime from Caitlin Clark as Hines Allen finishes. And then Dallas throws it away. Boston. The handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell a three. Back iron it off. Paul gets fouled by pestering Indiana. Beckers guarded by Clark. Beckers, what a move! Bucket in the foul. As Beckers foul there, but Beckers completes the three-point play. Third personal on Clark. Mitchell dishes. Boston in the center of the lane, able to find an angle. She's 5 of 7 from the floor. Smith, no. Clark the rebound, pushing pace for Indiana. Clark trying to go all the way in, reverses it home. Wants the screen from Boston. Clark bounces. Boston on the roll, lays it in. That two-man action is just so dynamic. Boston the steal. Here comes Boston. Mitchell the shovel. Timpson, it's tied. Here's Beckers. Guarded by Cunningham. Beckers separates and lays it in. As Paige Beckers, you're missing the wedding today. Andrea and Adrian, congratulations on your nuptials. And Jose wishes he could be there. Has done 6 to shoot. And thrown away as it's intercepted by Awakuir. Sims in transition, bangs it in off the window. Cunningham, the offensive rebound. Mitchell, nice cut. Mitchell lays it in. Able to slither. Being selected 2nd overall back in 2021. Agumbawale muscles in, fades away, drops it home. A professional. There's Mitchell, little pull-up. No. Mitchell able to snare it away. Good look. Timpson, the lay. Between the wings and the fever. Agumbawale bounces inside. Segrist can't bank it in. And the rebound. Back iron and off. Career the rebound. Here's Agumbawale. In transition, slides in and lays it home. Beautiful finish from our 7 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line. And gets the roll, enhanced the way
WNBA.
Hey, I'm glad we're all getting to WNBA.
Oh, yeah, amen.
Congratulations to the league. Back and forth in the W, staying overseas and now back. She hits the free throw.
There's highly entered
16. Yaru, you know, as Johnson comes down. Timpson, what a find from Raven Johnson, the rookie. Segrist forces it up and off. Got a hand on it, but Timpson flags it down and is fouled. Indiana's in the bonus, so Timpson gets the roll and the free throw. I was talking with Caitlin Clark the other day about right into the rotation for the Fever.
One of the things she does that seamlessly fits in with Indiana is she is very...
Yaru keeps it alive. Here is Fudd. Yaru gets fouled by Duntis on the floor. Dallas in the bonus. So Faye momentarily is now getting ready to check in for this final offense to her to just 13 games. Giroux, and that's going to be a lane violation on Mitchell. Lee makes the second, takes advantage of the opportunity. Guarded by James. Mitchell using the screen. Clark evades. 3 seconds. Clark, the spin and the lay. Denied by Boston. Here comes Boston up the floor for Indiana. Boston rumbling all the way in. Just jogged back to the bench, and she's going right to Steph White in the scorer's table. Here's James. Buries the three, plus in for Indiana. As James completes the 4-point play.
Because remember, legal vertical contact.
First 3 of the second half after they had 10 in the first half. Sloppy handoff there. Ogunbowale off the turnover, lays it in, and Steph White wants a 5 to shoot. Ogunbowale will pull. Short, long rebound. Hole has it into the arms of King opener. Reminder, Aces Mercury up next on ABC. Beckers behind the back. The runner is good. Clark with haste through the lane will lay it in. Caitlin picks up the rebound. Here comes Clark. Just ended an 8-0 Dallas run. Boston, the deep seal, and the finish.
Aaliyah Boston sealed.
So a year ago, Alana Smith, Jessica Shepard. Smith has been limited in minutes because of foul trouble in this game. She's played just 13. That's a 5-second violation. Points, 6 assists. Guarded by James. Bounces to Mitchell. Mitchell dips it off. Have no call. Smith finds Shepard. Smith on the cut. Whirls it out. Ogunbowale connects on a 3. Clark guarded by Beckers. Clark will launch. Can't hit. Timpson tracking it. And James able to snare it away. Clark looking in. Bounces to Mitchell. Mitchell will pop. Can't hit. Rebound Smith.
Got with her in November. He said, I have been sending her plays. I've been sending her stuff in China. This is pretty remarkable that she's gotten this new offensive system so quickly for the Wings.
And she called. Crowd seeking a stop. Shepard working into Duntis. Shepard reverses it in. Backs it away. Cross court. Cunningham evades, drives, floats. Timpson lays.
Timpson's long reach and ability to corral the ball.
Timpson has given Indiana quality minutes. Smith had the position inside of Sophie Cunningham. Here's Clark. Guarded by James. Clark around James. Gets back on her. Clark. And that's going to be a blocking. Can't rim in. Good job by Smith to guide it to Shepard. Look at Shepard motoring ahead. Sims in transition. Dallas has been 7-point lead for Dallas. Mitchell. She got it. Huge 3 for Kelsey. Smith bodies in, and that's going to be a block called. Mitchell off the rub. Mitchell serves it in. Points in a team season opener ever with Clark, Mitchell, Beckers bounces in. Shepard back to Beckers. The fake, the take, and the hit. What a poised possession. Out of bounds off of Ogunbowale. Indiana working behind Boston. Clark shovels. Boston center of the lane. Fades and gets fouled. And that'll be number 4.
Watch out for Dallas. They have been really impressive today. They were impressive in the preseason as well.
Boston takes it away with a little help from Timpson. And the backcourt gets it ahead. Now Dallas has numbers. Ogunbowale to Beckers. Smith lays it in. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Introducing Gatorade
Smith
Lower
dishes
Sugar.
out.
No
Sims,
artificial
6 to
colors.
shoot. Looking to
No
take it to
artificial
Clark.
flavors,
Sims,
no
Sims.
artificial sweeteners, and 75%.
Game
Donovan
one with
Mitchell's
Dallas.
Utah Jazz led team
Indiana used the
in that
reset.
second round.
Hines Allen in some trouble, flings it up wildly.
Cavaliers average
Mitchell
nearly
off the
20
glass,
points per game more.
lays it in. Throws here for Shepard.
Turnovers to start the game. This is one of the best.
Jeff Shepard today.
You see Mitchell's
The turnovers in the first 2 minutes. Go back to game one of this series.
Got
Detroit,
that one, 4-point game. Indiana
turnovers
won't use the
forced on that
timeout.
job of taking care of the
Mitchell
basketball
turns the
and keeping
corner,
Detroit in the half
finds
court.
the cutter.
Kenny Atkinson was
Timpson
brutally
lays
honest
it
with his
in.
team during the film session yesterday, just telling them they have to flat out play
Chance to
defense.
set up their defense.
Already 3 turnovers in the early going here. As Hess
Misses
takes it in for
the
2.
first.
He was going to at least counter them, and then another one, the 4th turnover in the first 3 minutes of this game.
Steph White
Duncan
not
Robinson
take
drew
off.
the second
Gets it to
foul on
Boston,
Mitchell.
off
We
to
know what he can
Clark.
do on the
A three
offensive
to
end of the floor, but he has
tie.
competed at a high level in terms of guarding, funneling offensive players to the help. Before on the offensive end, as he did drawing that foul on that last play.
They saw those numbers. Now, the all-time leader amongst unforced had a slight cup of coffee in Chicago before Miami, but man, that's where he found his rhythm, and now here in Cleveland has...
Inbound,
Right
Fever
now,
down
Detroit,
3,
what's
1.3
worked
remaining.
defensively is that they've
Mitchell
made
gets it
Cleveland have to really work hard on the offensive end. Nothing easy.
And the block from Mobley.
Around the ball.
In an opening
5-point
day
game in which
thriller.
Cleveland has yet to miss.
Knowing
They're
so
3
much
for 3,
attention is going
but
to
they've
go to
taken
Caitlin
6 fewer
Clark, and
shots.
she's been, but a beautiful play.
You said it
drawn
best, Robbie, right here
What an
on the
incredible
pass.
play design. What a
Excuse me,
game.
screen
And
and roll
Dallas
there.
wins it. Enrique